Sagittarius, you may need to detach from something this week emotionally so that you can gain clarity in order for you to move forward with your dreams and your goals. There is real progression in the journey that you have been able to do, either with working with the dark and the light parts of yourself or with another individual. It could be a Scorpio or a Pisces or a Cancer, but it's very much that you are tired, but it's also saying do not give up. You're trying to structure your life maybe around a child, or you're trying to birth a new child, not knowing which direction to go in, how you're able to do this when it comes to stretching your finances, making sure that you have a happy medium. There's also a little bit of confrontation around sudden wealth, money that could be coming to you, but you feel just quite excited to explore this avenue and go down this route. But it's you trying to perfect things, and it's very much just surrender to it and allow things to evolve the way that they need to. If you want to book a reading with me, you can do via the link in my bio. It's all donation based, so regardless of what you donate, I will always give you a 30-minute reading. Let's flip the camera over and get into your reading. This is a heavy one this week. You got all the twos: Two of Cups, Two of Swords, Two of Wands, and Two of Pentacles. So very deliberating, trying to bring things into balance and harmony. Let's have a look. Hello my beautiful Sagittariuses. We're going to do a weekly reading for you for the week commencing the 9th of February. I've already pulled your oracle cards out for you, and you received progression with the Lovers card. So this tells me that Source is aware that you have come far on your journey with either yourself, working with the light and the dark parts of yourself, bringing both into harmony and in balance, or it could be that you have come far in a relationship, knowing that how both of you equalize each other and balance each other out. There's a real lovely energy there of progression and growth between either yourself or with another individual. We also have Saturn with Child. Saturn is all about structure, discipline, making sure that you have a rigid daily routine that you stick to. It's about practicalities of life. We also have Saturn going into Aries on the 17th of February, which could mean that it is a little bit of a shake-up, yes, but this is a foresight into possible energies that you could be dealing with. And Tarot is what it's all about. It's in order for you to guide you in how you can utilize the energies and use them to your best advantage. We also have opposition and confrontation here when it comes to sudden wealth. So some of you could be fighting for money, or you could have some confrontation. It could be that maybe a will has been drawn up, or it could be that you come into sudden wealth, you win the lottery, or it's what I'm actually thinking here for you, Sagittarius. It's neither of those two. It's more that because of this progression, you have seen what direction you want your life to go in, and that could be what the sudden wealth is. I mean, some of you could go out there and win something, but for me, what I'm feeling from this energy is that you've actually come home to yourself. There's a sudden wealth there for you where you know the direction you want to go in, how you want your life to be structured, how you want things to be run on a daily basis, and that could potentially bring a little bit of confrontation with the people that are in your life, because they may have seen your life going in one way and now you want it to go in another way. Okay, so I'm going to get some cards out for you here, and then I will decided to go back in, and then we will go through and explain what these cards are. These are coming out very quickly for you, Sagittarius. Spirit is heavily present in your reading today. To be fair, Spirit has been present in all the readings today. It's made me very hot in my energy, but it just means I need to go ground myself. I'm going to go for a walk after this, kind of shrug things off. Okay, so the energies that's kind of rooted in all of this is you wanting to walk away and detach from things because you've seen the truth. You're leaning to the point where you just want to follow your heart, but knowing that you have to set boundaries up that may be uncomfortable, but you need to stand firm into your ground and the decision that you have made. You've got the Lovers showing up here twice in your reading, so let's have a look and see what it is that you're walking away from. I'm going to take these three just because I think it's the base and the root of this reading. I'm going to pop it there and refer back to it when I do need to. So you're walking away because you've finally seen clarity, you've seen truth, and you just want to follow your dreams, you want to follow your heart, you want to do what makes you feel happy and joyful inside of you. So progression and journey with the Lovers. You have the King of Cups here with the Nine of Wands. Now the energy of the King of Cups is a Scorpion energy, but it can be that you're dealing with any water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but it could mean that whoever is in your life, or you may have some water placements, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and Venus, but it could be that, you know, you're tired of the situation, you're worn out, you are the wounded warrior, but you've not given up hope. You're very much at a place now where you think that you are dealing with this in a mature way. You're keeping calm in situations, and you're not raising your voice, you're not losing your temper. You're very much, you know, we've been through this before, do we have to go through this again? Yes, okay, well, let's hash things out over again, let's have the conversation again. But it's a point where you're saying, I'm not going to give up in this relationship, I'm not going to give up with myself. I know that I've come far, I've made it this far, and I'm quite proud of myself. So that's the energy of that. That's what I'm feeling from that there, that you've taken your time to really, like, I'm hearing 9 years. Some of you may have had to work with another individual for 9 years in dealing with their not erratic emotions, but their unstable emotion. Maybe their emotions go up and down.
And it's very much like, you know, I've dealt with this before, I know what I need to do, but I'm getting tired of this. So what's the advice for Sagittarius with this energy? Is there any advice for Sag in dealing with this energy? Okay, so there is a little bit of confusion with, you've got two cards here that are clouded in illusion, or there are options. There are many ways that you can go about this. I think you are thinking a little bit too much here of how you need to release this. I mean, we've got we have the Eight of Cups and the Death card, which tells me that walking away and detaching from something is heavily on your mind here, Sag. But it's a bit of, there are options, there are different ways for you to release and transmute the energy of this relationship. So don't give up, let's keep going and see where we get towards the end of the week, okay? So structure and child. Structure and child, we have the Two of Swords with the Two of Pentacles, two twos here, Sag. Again, balance, harmony, equilibrium, bringing things into alignment. You're looking at things financially. I mean, Sagittarius, you've been looking at things financially for a very long time now. Your energies have predominantly been, your main focus has been your stability and your wealth, which isn't a bad thing, but I'm just thinking if we're still in the confusion state of where do we go, where do we turn, you know, this could pertain to childcare, it could pertain to wanting an additional child, it could pertain to wanting to birth something new. Child is a new energy, so you could want to have a second, a third, or a new child, but you're very much, I'm not sure how we're going to be able to do this when we are stretching our finances as it is. And you're thinking about this practically, you're looking at things with the Saturnian energy of, I need to be practical about this, I can't just be impulsive and do what I want to do. You feel like you need to be grounded, and it could be because of that Saturn energy. But we do have the Ace of Cups here as advice, which for me, I'm sorry, Sag, it does say that it's kind of like a reassuring that just do what you want to do in any regard. If you are wanting to start a business, if you are looking to have a child, it's just feel your heart and do what it is that you really want to do. What sings to your heart right now is all that matters, it's all that's important. I feel like the universe will have a way of working things out for you. Okay? You don't need to be afraid of getting hurt. You don't need to be afraid that things may go a little bit pear-shaped. I mean, that's life. We're here for the adventure, right? So the advice we have is take baby steps. You have all the twos now, Sag. You have all the twos. So for me, this is significant. So I'm going to take you step by step, okay? Two of Swords, not knowing which direction to go. It's this or that, but there is always a third option, okay? There's always another way out. Two of Pentacles, juggling, making sure that you're working hard, you're playing hard, or you're working smart and playing smart. There is a balance between your social life and your professional life, okay? The key to this solution is to bring things into balance. Make sure that you're giving 50-50. Make sure your arms are coming down equal length and being able to do something. Two of Cups, a relationship where both of you discuss matters. Eight of Wands is communication, okay? Again, finding a middle ground, finding something that works best for your partner, something that works best for you. Be it romantic or platonic, it doesn't matter, but this is very much a conversation needs to be had so that you bring yourself back into balance and in unity. And with the Two of Wands, it's all about you coming out of your comfort zone. But do you know what the secret is about this? I feel like you're thinking, do I leave my comfortable situation and do I go into something that's going to make me have to stretch my finances and stretch things a little bit thin? The key to this is, Sag, take baby steps. It's always about taking baby steps, one step at a time, one foot after the other. But it's definitely here, a conversation needs to be had, okay? Or you will have the conversation this week. And it feels like it will be a heartfelt conversation where both of you express what it is that you're truly feeling, what it is that you truly want. Now, with sudden wealth and confrontation, you have the Fool card with the Temperance. Again, finding a balance. Your reading is very clear this week, is that you need to come into a balance. A new opportunity, a new venture is coming your way where you feel like you can all of a sudden just do whatever it is, the impossible. The impossible is being made possible this week for you, Sagittarius, but it's a case of you trying to perfect the situation as well with the Temperance card. It's you alchemizing situations, trying to turn water into wine. There's no perfect solution to this problem or this confrontation. There's no perfect in anything. Nothing and no one is perfect. Even Yeshua was not perfect. You know, he had to go up into the mountains to meditate, to bring himself back down after he carried all those heavy energies around with him. There was always a time where he needed peace in order to gain clarity. And this is what Source is saying to you. More angelic cards. Okay, so the solution to this is you gaining clarity and then making a judgment call. Okay, you need to find a way where you're able to move forward together, or, and I say together because it could be the darker parts of you that you're afraid to deal with. So you need to bring those two harmonies in unity, unite with each other. I think also what's going to be important for you, Sag, this week is for you to completely detach yourself from the situation, emotionally detach so that you're able to gain clarity. There's a lot of Cups energy in this reading, which tells me that you may be feeling overwhelmed with the situation. So if you do become overwhelmed, step back, try to detach, take baby steps so that you can gain clarity again, okay? The most important thing is for you to use your discernment, be quite strict in what it is that you want with yourself or with this other individual. Communicate what it is that you want. Nobody is a mind reader, Sag. And I'm not saying that you think that they are, but because they've known you for a long time does not mean that instinctively they know what it is that you want or desire or need. You need to communicate. You need to talk to people. Let's get an Archangel Michael card out for you and seal the reading. For my beautiful Sagittariuses, please. Look at that. It's almost over. Your current challenges will soon be resolved and you will be able to look to the future with a smile. This whole indecision, indecisiveness and being fogged and not being able to see clearly, it's almost over, okay? And then we have Archangel Michael is with you now. Even though you can't see it, I am actively working on the situation. I am here and helping you. That's what I just said. Whatever the situation is that you can't see, even though you can't see it, Archangel Michael is there with you this week, guiding you. I mean, you have Archangel Michael card there, and you have Archangel Gabriel right there. Healing and the motivation and the force that you need is going to be of an assistance with you this week by Archangel Michael and your guides. So please try to do your best. I know it's easier said than done, Sagittarius, but to detach yourself in order to gain clarity so that you can truly see where it is that you want to head in life, but also your dreams, your goals that make you feel giddy and joyful inside. Have a lovely week.